The 52-week course is here. The best property education course ever created in the entire UK. It has been brought to you by me, an active property developer. 52 weeks of learning. Every single week you will receive a video on a topic about your property journey from A to Z. Once a month you get to meet up with me and come around my sites. And then on top of that, you get a monthly Zoom directly with me and the group to ask any questions that you guys need answers to. 52 weeks of the best property education in the UK today. The best way to snag that I found is to do it without the builder. I have not seen anything done in 4 weeks. Hamilton University is probably the greatest thing I've ever created. Doing this, I have not seen anything done in 4 weeks to this level as well. There's a week left, I reckon. Yeah, 1 week left and that'll be done, they reckon. That's been fitted this morning. That door and that thing's been put in this morning. This flooring is something that I don't usually go for. I used to do it before, but I really like it for some reason. And then they've used 800 by 800 tiles in there, which is really cool, which I'll show you. But have a look around, and then I can talk to you about some of the things that, you know what, to be fair, I don't think there's going to be any imperfections at the end of the job full stop. You want to see what the ceiling price, if you can get a street where you can figure out the ceiling price, you can actually see a physical one that's sold. But if it's reached that figure, depending on where it's at with the market right now, then you know that if you do it to that standard, or better, you should. It's not always the way, but yeah, you should. 9 times out of 10.
But that's better than like buying in a shitty area where everything's quite cheap to start with.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about like certain areas because they have a ceiling that you can't beat because they're all the same. So whereas this is quite good because you've got the catchment from schools, you've got a really good area, and again, like I said, you've got a ceiling that you can actually work to. So if I came in here now and I wanted to snag this kitchen, there's a couple of things that I would do. I would, back doors, do they open and close? Keys, do they work? The window, does that work? The fuse board, does that all work? The boiler, am I happy with that? Is it all soft and, well, is everything soft closed? That's the key. So every cupboard, like you said, test every single cupboard. Run the water, make sure the water runs. When you walk into the house, when you walk in at the beginning, like we have today, ask them to put the central heating on. Ask the contractors when you come to snag to have the central heating on from the night before. Have it on low, so when you come in you can touch every radiator to make sure they're working. Run the hot water, run the cold water. When you're in the bath, well, not when you're in the bath, but when you go upstairs and the bath's there, fill the bath up, keep it running. Don't put the what's it called?
Drain plug.
Yeah, the plug. Don't put the plug in. Let it run, and just leave it running for like the 20 minutes you're here, and then see if there's any leaks. I mean, hopefully there'll never be any leaks. So just leave it running for 20 minutes, and then also put the plug down. Fill the bath up and just leave it there for a little bit as well, just to make sure that it's not sitting away from the tiles or the silicone breaks or anything like that. The best way to snag that I have found is to do it without the builder. Don't have the builder here on site when you're snagging. You go around on your own, or if you've got a project manager or if you've got a business partner or your partner, get your notepad, get your piece of paper and just walk around and just make notes on every single thing that you've seen that you've got a problem with, then talk to your contractor. Now, when it comes to the interior designing part and picking colours and doors and stuff, that's just you guys. You've got to figure that out yourselves. And most people in this house would have probably had white doors. Who would have put white doors in here? Yeah, some people would have put white doors. Who would have had this house with black accents, like black doors? Would you have done that as well?
No, probably black handles.
Okay, yeah. Who would have stuck with the wood and the oak? Yeah, I'm kind of neutral. I think it kind of gives more people a choice when they come to either buy it or rent it or whatever you're doing. It just looks nicer. But I've let the contractors pick everything in here. So I've let them pick the floor tiles, the laminate, the bathroom, the tiles, the kitchen. I've literally just stood back and gone, as long as it's neutral and you're not picking a random ass colour, I'm good. And I've not just done it on this one, I've done it on 7 or 8 projects, and I've just let them go. At the beginning, with you guys, if you get your first one, I would say don't be that like loose. You pick your colours, pick your doors, pick your skirting, pick your bathrooms. Let them give you options, and you say yes or no. And then the further into your careers that you get, then 100% you should start kind of relinquishing a little bit and letting people know.
Impromptu visit.
Impromptu to our 2 favourite people.
It's alright,
Wow.
it's not a mess.
But look how nice it looks though.
I know.
Look how beautiful it is.
It's still a bit behind, as you know, but
Oh, it's beautiful though.
it's nice and neat with the light.
It's just lovely.
You matching the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. The problem, wasn't it?
yeah, well.
But you got through it.
Yeah, we did the raft system I was saying to the guys.
Yeah, which is really cool. And again, these are problems that could have cost them an extra 10, 12 grand, easy, well 7 grand on this one, very easily. Because when you've got foundation issues, everybody wants to build, everybody wants to be a developer who adds extensions, had double story, single story like this. Everybody thinks it's amazing, but there's so many underlying things that can actually happen that you budget 30 grand to build something like this, then all of a sudden you could be into 40 the week after because you've dug down and the foundations are incorrect. So it's having that knowledge and then also having the money to back it up.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
is
key.
another challenge, right?
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just as the house is being heated and cooled down and heated, the expansions and the cracks. You've never been to a new build house?
You see it around the skirting boards a lot as well, don't you, when they fill the top of the skirting board,
Yeah.
the filler tends to crack.
Yeah, it's just the heat.
Okay.
And obviously you can feel how hot it is in here today.
Yeah.
They've had the heating on for a while now because they're drying out the final parts of the plaster so they can paint it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's nothing.
Nothing major.
No, it's nothing major. If there's a crack on the bricks outside the house, you paint,
Okay.
but not in plasterboards. No. Anybody saw anything that they spotted that they think?
Soft clothes, yeah.
Say again?
Do they put soft clothes on and close them up after that? Some of these doors are slamming and then...
Yeah. So all of this is soft close.
Yeah.
Obviously these are the fridges, but all of these, this unit should.
Some of them,
some of them.
Yeah.
that way, but some of these were just slamming.
Yeah, they've got to, obviously.
Tight.
Final touches, finishing things. But yeah, the whole kitchen is soft close. Handleless soft close is what I always go for, and I don't like handles. I just don't think it looks. I don't like the finish when there's handles on something. I like the handles to be off. I think it looks a lot better.
So you just make sure that you can open from the top and...
Yeah, so when you have a
I didn't see
handleless,
that,
it's
yeah.
always normally like, see they've got the little
Yeah,
indentation at the
yeah.
top. And again, if you just put your hands there, you can get your fingers over the top of them. Or sometimes I have them underneath. Depends on what your style you choose. Now this colour wasn't the colour that I actually wanted. That there. I didn't actually want that.
I like it.
Yeah, I wanted like a darker grey, but then when I came, he was like, Steve, we've ordered this colour, and I actually said, okay, you go with it. Let's see. I love the worktops. I really like this worktop. Now this worktop will run up the wall as well.
Is that like a laminate, is it?
Yeah, it's composite laminate. Composite laminate.
Oh, so you're going to the splash back as well?
Yeah, so the splashback will be this. Will be the worktop itself. It'll go all the way along there as well. Yeah, so like most people would have just bricked that up, or most people would have just thought, oh, I can't put windows there, I'll brick it up and put half a window and half a window. But just by adding these two things, the amount of light that's coming to the house, it's really cool. So I hope you all enjoyed going down there actually, which was completely random. And it was really nice. They're really nice people, so any help that you guys need in the future, Robert and Tiago are people that you can reach out to, and they'll happily give you any information you need. They'll happily talk to you, and yeah, they're just really good people. I have a lot of time for them too, guys. So anybody got any questions? Anybody want to know anything, or have you had a good first time out on your university tour? Anything?
Yeah, you know, because you want to remortgage on a commercial, you'd never sell it, because obviously if you then sold it to a family, it's going to get undervalued, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where you got to understand what you're doing with commercial valuations.
Yeah,
that's why you got to make sure that the contracts that you've got, if you get a commercial valuation, let's just use a 6-bedroom HMO. You've always got to use that as a 6-bedroom HMO, and always got to achieve that rental income to pay your money that you've got for the commercial valuation. So it's a business.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful.
So you just never sell, basically.
Well, it's not even never sell. You've got to make sure that contract that you've got that adds up to that commercial valuation, you can get as long as you've got that property.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you can't get it again, and you've got a £2.5 grand or £2 grand mortgage on a 6-bedroom HMO, well, you've got to make sure you fill the rooms out to pay your mortgage if you're not on that contract. And breathe.
Take a bow. Take a bow. There we go.
He fell over. Kick something in the toilet. What a great day. What a great day. Hamilton University is probably the greatest thing I've ever created in the property industry. There's no other education in the UK like this. Like, you've just seen it, guys. You are on site with me, an active property developer, and you come every single month to one of my sites. Well, you don't come, I think it's every 2 months, isn't it? But I do them every month. Every month. What better way to learn? Does it get any better? Genuinely, like, did you speak to anyone? Did you get any feedback from anyone?
Are you just doing all that?
You'll see, like, genuinely, real feedback from real people. So,
Also, this house,
yeah,
flying.
it's ridiculous, isn't it? Next week they're done. They're finished. Look who's here.
I just walked in.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew it, yeah, he knew it.
Honestly,
He's like, yeah, I've got my own YouTube channel. Called, you know, I'm on Instagram. You know who this is, guys. Do you know who this is?
Of course they do.
I'm not sure if they do.
Okay, we're going to put you all up on here. Who are you?
No, please don't.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm Bolly Alawi.
From what property company?
Alawi Properties.
Missed the trick there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Missed it. 3 segments. We could charge 100 grand this segment, and he missed it. But no, it's been a great day. This property is really flying. It's coming together. Another week and we're done in here. I'll get the landscapers in the week after. Get it rented out the week after, and move on to the next one.
Olu, quick one, impromptu. How was that?
Yeah, it was really good. Literally just a massive learning opportunity, because being on site is literally the best. Like, you actually get to see it like physically. It's very different to everything else, and just you really get to understand the process and the different steps to it. I think when you see it, it's completely different.
There we go.
Nice. Didn't even pay for that. Give him a free segment.
I think today's been great. It's not the first time that I've been on one of Steve's site visits, and every single time there's something new that I learn, and there's always something that will help me along my journey. So I've genuinely not got a single bad word to say, and you can probably hear him right behind me. He's so approachable. Any questions or anything that I need a bit of help on or a bit of guidance on, he's there.
Yeah, it was very good. Learned a lot. A lot of things like to look out for with like snagging and stuff like that, and like you gotta look out for. So like the little things, that are like minor things that you've gotta have like a keen eye for it and make sure that you get things done to your standard and not just like what maybe the contractor may say, oh, like this is good or that's good.
The last time you saw us, it was daylight.
Yeah, no. It's night time. I have a lot of payments to make. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the payments that I have to make today. So I have one contractor who is having a drawdown today for £30,000. I have another contractor today who is having a drawdown for £10,000. I have another contractor today who's having a drawdown for £6,500. Another contractor who's having a drawdown today of £5,000. I think all salaries had to be paid today as well.
Yep.
For staff. I think you'll be paid.
We have. Thank you very much, sir.
All been paid. That's all been done by the accountants, all signed off and sealed. I have probably 6 or 7 invoices for structural engineers and architects. I have a few individual trades that need paying, which have all got to be done now. I have my new trusty printer, which means I can print everything off.
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on, but it's all good. It's all great stuff. It's all great stuff. I have a project that's been finished today, and the keys are being handed back. I think the keys are being handed back now or in the morning. So I'm going to go there after here and have a look at that project on the way home, basically. The contractors seem to have done an amazing job. It looks really good. I think they're going to go back tomorrow to scratch a bit of the render because they haven't finished it. But from what I can see, it looks like they've done a fantastic job, really cool. Yeah, there was so much more I actually wanted to do today, but I've just had a meeting with 2 of my mates, and that was a really cool meeting, so it's really good. Hamilton University was sensational, guys, today. Like, I mean, the amount of value that I add is yeah, it's exceptional. When I say exceptional, I mean, like, I really do believe that I add exceptional value to people's lives. So yeah, so it's been good. He's doing it behind putting any faces or doing anything hilarious?
No, it's
It's
just...
all good. Probably thinking, where's the second video for Sunday? And he's having a panic attack. That's probably what he's thinking. Guys, I'm in a very good place. I'm in a very happy place. I feel very content. I feel very at one with my team. It's just a great. It's just a great. I'm just in a great place. I'm just smiling and I'm just happy. And I've just received a photo from my Isabella, and it was the picture on the 10th of April 2023 of me and my son, and I put my second reason why I do what I do, and then it was like about how I was obsessed with being the best, but brings a whole new meaning. Look at my boy.
His birthday soon as well.
Yeah, 24th of February. He's just incredible. He's the nicest human, apart from my Isabella obviously, but he's from my Isabella. He's just the nicest human being. His personality is just absolutely sensational, and look at his teeth. That picture just sums him up. He's happy, he's smiling. And here he is with his dad driving.
Already.
Here he is, just trying to figure out where we're going. It's mad, you know, guys, because I literally just look through photos of him all the time. I'm constantly looking at photos of him. So yeah, that's why I do what I do. Him and Isabella. My Isabella, Cruise 11, everything I do, the blood, the sweat, the tears, this is a very difficult world. It's a very difficult world. And to get to that rarefied atmosphere, it takes every fibre, every mental capacity, every bit of emotion. It can suck you dry. Like literally, days can just suck you completely dry, and you have to get through them to keep going, to get to that rarefied atmosphere, and it's just a very difficult place to get to. I'm on the journey. I feel like I've had my sometimes I feel like I've been hit by a bus, sometimes I feel like I've been hit by a train, but yeah, we keep going, keep smiling, we keep passing positive energy to people.
Another week done.
Another week done.
Day
another
166.
Week, another weekly for you guys. I've got work tomorrow. I've got work. No, I'm at the box on Sunday, but I do have work on Sunday night. Is this 166 days?
166 days.
That's an achievement in itself. Like, Phil, You've done incredible. You've done to get out 166 days worth of content, mate, on the thingy. I salute you.
Thank you,
You've
sir.
done incredibly well. Because it's not easy. This is not easy. But you know what? Enough now. Enough of that. Let's get back to the positivity. The positivity is West Brom are going to slap Wolverhampton Wanderers this weekend. The positivity is I get to go in the box with my family and friends and I get to have fun. And the positivity is I'm still breathing.